Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mabula Private Game Reserve. Cam and I have been searching for this female cheetah, and we managed to bump into her. Thank goodness. We are so excited. We were looking all day yesterday afternoon, so the queue was released from her boma or enclosure, her holding area yesterday, and in the afternoon safari we were searching high and low for her, but it seems like she didn't move very far. We came back first thing this morning, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm trying not to jump out of my own skin here. Anyways, my name is Kerri. We have Cameron behind the camera with us today. Joining us on the other safari vehicles, on Senti we have Cedric and Impor. On Mossy we have Amy and Panda. Livable bird. Oh yes, this is excellent. Great way to start our day, and it's completely made my whole week. We don't know how long we're going to see her for. She's just starting to explore and venture out into the reserve, so she could disappear, and we don't know where. This is all brand new for her. This is a completely new reserve. That's probably why the Blesbok yesterday were all forming a mini migration, getting out of this area. I think they sensed that there was a new predator, a new cat in town, and those Blesbok were like thinking, they're out of here. They're not hanging around for anything. There's not a soul in this open plain, and often we get wildebeest. There's a few sesame that hang out here, the Blesbok, yesterday the buffalo were in this area, and at the moment there's not even a single creature moving besides this female cheetah. Welcome to the reserve, girl.
Wow, what an exciting morning already. We have found the buffaloes, everyone. It wasn't too difficult, I must say. We turned the corner and I said, oh, these are some fresh tracks. Yesterday I was talking about how we saw some lion tracks, but the mist, the dew, the moisture in the air had already settled on top of the track. And this morning the buffalo tracks had none of that on. So I could see that they were made now. Robert, I think there's something to be said for that in terms of not being able to see as well around them, but their hearing is very good as well, and the mist, the extra moisture in the air actually means they could hear better. But I think generally speaking there is a bit of edginess when it is quite thick mist like this. I haven't noticed anything in their behavior to suggest that in this particular group right now, but perhaps in general that is something that could be.
Well, everybody, we've just come back into the sighting with this beautiful young leopardess or Rhulani. But isn't she beautiful? She's still got a little bit of the cub fluff on her side there. As you can see, that little white hairs that's coming through, but she's not a cubby anymore. Well, that's very important for her this time of her life now. This is like almost like this change in her life now. A very, very important time in the next 2-3 months, because now, she'll still rely a little bit on mom. If mom catching something, coming back to them and getting them and taking them back to the kill. Still rely on mom for the next couple of months, but after that, she's seeing something. I don't know what she sees. She's going to jump off this termite mound very quickly. I don't know what she saw here. Maybe like a little steenbok or something. Oh, Joe, where will she establish her territory? Oh, Joe, that's going to be a tough one, and that's a very difficult. That's all up to them. I can't really say. I mean, it'll be, we'll have to wait and see. There's a lot of pressure around mom's territory as it is. To the west of Mom's territory, you've got Langa. To the north of Mom's territory, you've got Lalamba, and you've got Nsumi, a previous cub. And then to the east of Kuchava's territory, you've got Watika. To the south, I think you've got the Piccadilly female. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure around. So it's difficult to say exactly where she's going to find a little void for herself. Usually Mom gives her a little piece of her territory, but as I say, there has to be a time when she has to start expanding her own territory as well. So, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, as I say, time will tell, see where it all ends up for her. I'm sure she's going to go lie down again. I think she took notice of her brother, and she's like, okay, at least she knows where he is.
So we left our male lion just behind us, and we repositioned to find the rest of the pride here. And they all look like they have rather full bellies. They have made a kill this morning. I'm suspecting it could be these 2 young male lions, or 3 young male lions, that made a kill. They killed a young wildebeest. They were just grooming each other and lying on one another. So physical contact is so important in forming strong bonds and strong ties between these lions. So lionesses and their cubs will often groom each other, and it's a very important part of their social development. They're panting away. I'm hoping these lions might hang around. If we're lucky, maybe we'll still find them this afternoon. I doubt they're going to move very far. These feet of the lions are so well developed for them to move very stealthily and quietly through the vegetation while they stalk their prey. So unlike cheetah, that can run for very fast speeds for a very short period of time, lions use their stealth and their stalking ability to stalk their prey as closely as they can get to their prey before launching out of their grassy hidey spot and hopefully jumping onto their prey. So the lions can't actually run for fast speeds for a long period of time like cheetahs. It's interesting. Oh, got someone coming to join. Someone's gotten up at the back there. One of these lions, could be one of the youngsters. Oh! Bit of a meeting greeting ceremony going on there, and the youngsters decided to have a fight too. Bit of brother quarrels. Have a look at this lioness. She's got some blood on her leg here. Look at those bloody paws, full of blood from their kill from this morning.
Well, hello everyone. Wow, we had a moment, we were holding our breath. This very big bull came out from, sort of joined the sighting. He walked straight to this tree, which the elephants have been feeding on already, breaking off branches. And he just gave it this little shove, but it didn't fall over. And I don't know if he feels embarrassed now that he couldn't push it over, or he's just regaining his strength for another opportunity. You can see how he is feeding on some of the pieces that have already fallen. Maybe deciding that there's enough already on the ground and no need to push over the tree just yet. Oh, a good little scratch there. Yeah, Jackson, absolutely. It really is. It's something that never gets old. to see happen. So, Pete, I think it is to do with the fact that they can sort of, I mean, there's a few different reasons. I think just their social structure and their dynamics allow for them to not have to be strictly territorial. They don't need to compete for a specific area in which there are females as well as resources. Being the size that they are, the amount of area that they need to be able to survive, I mean, it would just also be a lot for them to have to try and look after or territorially maintain such massive areas that they roam about in.
All right, looks like Kuchava has, mom has just joined daughter. And I can't see, it's just that, I don't know if Shapuku's here. It's just the one. So Kuchava is the mom, and then little Rhulani, the little female, is now with mom. This is brilliant. A little bit of daughter and mother bonding for now. Oh. Oh. What are you chasing now? It's like showing mom what she can do. And she's full of beans now. I think she's just happy mom's back and getting a little bit of love from mom. Oh, she's gonna jump, no? I thought she was. It looks like it's more of a scratch than anything else there. Maybe she wants to run up this dead fallen over tree. I just want to see. Sometimes they'll run over and they dive into a little flimsy tree. A little bit of a game, but let's see. Oh, no, she said, no, I want to go back to mom. Mom is on a mission there. She's sitting on top of this termite mound, looking directly towards the east. Well, we'll go a few hundred meters. A fantastic sense of hearing. That call goes, and especially when they start getting a little bit frustrated and calling, and the little ones aren't responding. And she becomes louder and louder. Look at mom using that tail. Just in case she doesn't want to get pounced on by this little one on the head or anything. So, like, well, if you want a toy, there's my tail. Use my tail.
Hello everyone, my name is Amy and behind the camera with me is Panda. There we go, and we are quite excited this afternoon, more so than usual, because our plans are to follow up on an impala carcass that was seen, and we think that it's somewhere out here in the bush. So I'm scanning around, looking with my binoculars, listening as well. Believe it is a leopard that has this kill, but it's not hoisted. It was seen on the ground. I'm not sure when this leopard or leopards will show themselves, but we do know that there is food in there and still a lot of meat remaining. Sarah, that is a great question. That is so interesting, and something that unless I suppose research is done to actually observe that, to know whether that is the case or not. I do think there is a level of instinct when it comes to leopards in trees. But they do learn all of these things from their mum, who takes care of them and watching her do her thing. So if they never see another leopard climb a tree, how do they know to do it themselves? But there are also lots of cases in the animal kingdom that chicks or babies know how to do something without necessarily ever seeing their mother or hearing their own species do it. For example, birds and cuckoos, and they call, for example, they just know their call even though they're born separate from basically to a different family. But there's every chance that where that leopard, even if mom never hoists a kill, it would be exposed to other leopards in that area that possibly did or do, and would see, hang on a minute, this is something that I can do, or that my kind can do. But also, just because mom doesn't hoist a kill doesn't mean that she doesn't climb a tree. And if it knows that it can go up a tree, which most likely it would, then naturally wanting to pick up its kill and get it away from any potential threat would go hand in hand with that. But Sarah, that's a great question.
Wow, look at this, a juvenile batelia, everybody, here at Jack's Pen. Still brown, but slowly but surely it's getting those adult feathers coming through. Slowly but surely on the wing. You can see the little bit of white at the bottom as well. So very interesting. So it's like it's like kind of coming out of being a juvenile and adult. Now don't fly. And quickly to identify a batelia, you can see the beak and the face area. It's almost like that bluish, purplish kind of look to it. Now, of course, this bird of prey, it's also like a scavenger, just like your vultures. As they're looking for carrion, dead animals around here to feed on carrion. And nice to see that the adults are absolutely stunning as well. There we go, having a drink now. Well, I think a juvenile or a batelia at this age won't rely on any assistance from the adults. It will have its full plumage after 4 years. It takes 4 years for a batelia to get its full adult plumage. 4 years. That's a long time. And as you can see, it's already started on this one. Slowly but surely. Sherry P. Yeah, no, this is stunning. Especially like with the batelia actually kind of sitting on top of a rock, like almost kind of posing for us on the pedestal there. Very nice.
We are patrolling the area looking for any tracks that might be on this road, any of the cheetah tracks. And while we were looking for tracks, I found some burrows. So again, I have looked to see this burrow is a non-active burrow. You'd never want to disturb any animals that are in active burrows. This is a non-active burrow, and how you can tell is because, have a look, there's not too much fresh movement. Often these non-active burrows have lots of cobwebs inside. They don't look like anything's been frequently visiting this burrow. There's no fresh sand that's been moved around. So this is a non-active burrow, but it's quite cool because this is a multi-entrance burrow. This whole area has, I'm counting 3, 4, maybe 5 different entrances. So I've noticed this quite a lot here on Mabula, especially, doing some drone work with Cam and BK while we're flying over these areas. You can see some of these burrows. It's one burrow, but it might have many different entrances. And again, this could be because of all the different species that might be sharing these burrows. So they're doing a research project here on Mabula at the moment, researching about burrows, dens, and burrow sharing, and how many different species can all share burrows together. And I'm really excited to find out what they find and what different species might share burrows. Imagine a warthog and a porcupine and a brown hyena all sharing a burrow together. Wouldn't that be rather interesting? So Jesse, actually these burrows are very cool inside. Obviously it's below the ground. Some of these burrows can be meters deep, so it's very cool. And with the disturbed sand, it can make it nice and cool. And what they've recently learned about these burrows on Mabula is, especially during the winter months, a lot of these creatures like the aardwolf will actually come to the entrance of their burrow and just kind of lie in the sun to get warm because they're too cold inside these burrows. Warthogs will also lay their burrows with grass during the winter months to keep them warm. And hyenas, I often notice hyenas like to make their burrows next to a road, but also on the opposite side of a termite mound so that it's easy for them. So it might be a termite mound that could have been excavated from an aardvark. Then the hyenas moved in, and it's perfect position for them to be close to the road, so it's easy access for them to move in and out.
This one is busy flinging a branch around. Fortunately, looks like they are not coming towards the road. Looks like they want to head further into the bush. Oh, youngster moving on. So I'm gonna go. Benjamin, which gender is more aggressive in elephants? Well, look, males, it's not a must. They can be very relaxed most times. I find females in the herds, females with calves, they can become quite an issue at times. But other than that, yeah, it's usually the females or the calves. But males, if it's a must, yeah, you want to make sure that you stay out of his way. You'll be on a mission.
So we've managed to locate these lions after a bit of searching and trying to get a good angle where we can actually see them clearly. Oh, look at this guy. So this is the big male, and he looks so comfortable right now. Oh my goodness. Most of these lions are paws and bellies up. They made a kill this morning, either early this morning or quite late last night. They killed a young wildebeest, which nothing better than a nice afternoon nap. Cam, do you enjoy an afternoon nap?
I do. I just don't like waking up from it.
Cam enjoys an afternoon nap. He just does not enjoy waking up from afternoon nap, which I don't think these lions are going to be doing anytime soon. So we found them this morning just after they had finished eating the poor wildebeest. I mean, the youngsters and one of the lionesses, I think they were still munching on some takeaway pieces of meat they dragged off from the carcass. but the male's belly is massive. He has had a very good meal. So I've managed to reposition, and they have not moved much since this morning. They've joined up together again. The male was on his own, and then the lionesses and the sub-adults were also in another direction. So yeah, they've kind of joined up, and it's like a puddle of lions just lying on the side of the road. Oh, they're having the best time, just napping their day away. Look at this big guy. Isn't he beautiful? I think he needs to do a bit of work on his mane, though. His mane is not looking great at the moment. It's looking a bit scruffy. Have a look at these lions. We did reposition, and we've got a perfect angle here. Isn't this special? It's quite interesting about those paws of theirs, lion paws. So they do have these soft pads, which enables lions to walk very softly and quietly. And that's how they're able to stalk their prey without being detected. It's because of those giant soft pads that they have. And there's no other cats that have tufts of hair like lions do on their elbows. So yes, lions have, it's almost like armpit hair, black tufts of hair just on the elbows, and they're the only cats that have these tufts of hair. Peace to ya. It surely is a fantastic feline Friday, or furry Friday.
Yay! That's all I can say. Yay! We came right here with the Rose Eagle Owl. So as exactly practically where we are now is with those big trees at big Jackleberry and the Leadwood, but we're on the outskirts of the drainage now, and this beautiful Rose Eagle Owl is sitting here on this dead tree. Isn't that a stunning sight? And I mean the color behind it as well, with that pinkish color. My word, that is beautiful. That is, yeah, magnifique. The owl's just going to be waiting now, using its senses to try and see if anything is going to be roaming around here in the grass. So they do feed on a lot of rodents. Nikki, yeah, beautiful scene. Stunning scene this. But yeah, listening out for any rodents, so things like mice, maybe little gerbils, rats. And this owl comes swooping down. I always just like sitting here, just listening out. Be like the owl. And they've got these powerful talons. Perfectly adapted to grabbing those rodents. Very big talons. Sharp nails. And they are highly territorial as well. So you won't find a nesting peg in the vicinity. And the male and the female, they've got a monogamous relationship, meaning together forever.
So just want to say a big thank you to all of our viewers for watching this afternoon. We've had a great time. We're still sitting with these lions. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning on the sunrise safari. Amy's had a good time staking out that kill site. Cedric has been exploring. Hopefully he will also find those leopards that he's been so desperately searching for. But it's always great to find an owl. So well done, Cedric, for your owl and all the other sightings that we have had today. We're going to carry on looking at these lions while we send you into your weekend, and I look forward to seeing what happens tomorrow morning on the sunrise safari. From me, Cameron, the rest of the WildEarth team, we want to wish you a fabulous weekend.